Hi guys, and welcome again. Today in pre-calculus we'll be talking about the radical equations and inequalities. Okay, and so simply something as simple as solving this. Alt 251. Okay, now when I put parentheses around mine, I just want you to imagine that there is an imaginary radicand going over the whole thing. So, alright, these ones are pretty easy to work with, you know. Okay, you just square both sides. That's just opposite. We've done this before in Algebra 2, so this should be pretty easy. Okay, so square, square. Okay, and what happens is we get left is 2x minus 1 equals x minus 1. Okay. Alright, now we go ahead and solve it, and we get x to be equal to 0. Okay, now here's the thing. If you aren't taking these answers and plugging them back in to x on both sides, okay, something seriously is going wrong. Alright, now if you do plug it in, you'll find out you get the square root of -1 equals the square root of -1. And you're probably saying, hey, that's okay, I did good in my book. You can't get a real answer when you're doing the square root of -1. So when this happens, you have to disregard the answers that give you negatives, and you have to say no real solution, because we're not dealing with the whole fact of we're not dealing with the imaginaries right now. We're just dealing with the actual positive numbers that just work here. Okay? So be very careful when working with this stuff as to what the answer is going to be, what's going to be happening, okay? Alright. Inequality is pretty much the same way. The only thing you probably do need to worry about is if you have to do something like this. Alt 251 of x plus 1 equals Alt 251 of 2x plus 1. Okay, if you have something like this all set up, when you have to solve this, when you square both sides, you have just one term over here, so squaring is going to be easy. However, over here you now have two terms. You have the square root of 2x plus 1 and you have the -4. Okay, so you do have to do FOIL and actually work it out as you go. Okay, now I just made this problem up on the fly, so have fun trying to solve that. But just realize that when you're doing this, you have to count how many terms you have and whether or not a square root's over it. Okay. Alright, just remember, take your answers, plug them back in. It should be pretty easy. This is just a review of what you need to do. Okay, thank you. Bye.